Teddy Hayes was visiting last week to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Belfast Alternative Fashion Week. He came into the studio to have a chat about a rich and varied creative life. And I asked him first for his reaction to receiving the award.
It leaves me speechless, Seamus. I, first of all, never imagined I would be getting one. And to come to Belfast and have people appreciate what you've been doing for 40 years is just marvelous. I can't say enough good things about it.
It's been an extraordinary life and career. So tell me, first of all, how did you meet Quincy Jones?
I was working as a filmmaker for this community action agency in Ohio, and they were looking for a fundraising chairman. And I knew this record executive named Ed Eckstein, who was the son of the famous singer Billy Eckstein, who happened to be working for Quincy Jones. And I called him and said, Ed, listen, we need a fundraising chairman. Do you think Quincy would be interested? He says, I'll look into it. He called me back a couple of days later. He says, you got a deal.
And this began a lifelong connection and admiration for his music. I know that you particularly like his Back on the Block.
Love it.
Why do you like it?
Because he brought all different kinds of singers from different eras together to do work. And that was quite extraordinary, bringing Ella Fitzgerald in, bringing Chaka Khan in, and just bringing different singers from different eras in. And he mixes jazz and R&B and hip-hop. And Quincy's just one of those fantastic talents that comes along probably once every 500 years.
We're already into the meetings and connections that have shaped your life. And indirectly through Jones, you met the influential film and theatre director Melvin Van Peebles. And that leads you to becoming road manager for Roberta Flack.
Yes.
How do you look back on that?
The strangest thing ever. I walked into Melvin's office one day in New York. Melvin says, listen, I think I got somebody who needs a road manager. Do you know anything about road managing? I said, absolutely nothing. He says, don't worry, I can teach you in 2 days. I'm going to send you over. So he sends me over to this place called the Dakota. It was so posh. I'd never seen a building with a lift where you had a seat in the lift. I said, boy, this is so posh. And then later I find out that John Lennon, Bernstein, all these guys live in the Dakota. So anyway, I go up, I get the job, and I think it was a Tuesday, and Roberta says to me, she says, listen, we're going to, on the road on Tuesday, next Tuesday, a week, be back in a week, ready. I said, okay. I said, but I have to go to California, sell my car and everything. She says, I don't care how you do it, just be back. And I was. So I was back, yeah.
And that was the start of that association.
Yes.
With the woman who began writing novels centered on this hard-edged detective.
Yes, Devil Barnett.
Called Devil Barnett.
Yes.
As a black writer, was it easy to get published?
No. People told me, first of all, that black people, men, which was the basic audience for detective fictions, that's what the publishers told me. They said they don't read, so you're not going to get published. You shouldn't write this kind of book.
They don't read.
That's what they were saying. And I said, but I don't believe that. I said, so I'm going to keep writing my books. So I did keep writing my books. And 9 years later, when I moved to England in 96, I got published by The Express, which was a small black company run by Steve Pope and Dotun Adebayo. They said, we like this, we want to publish it. They did, and it's been a success. It's in lots of libraries, and people are buying it, and I'm on number 7.
It's in a way like coming home, that, because you've mentioned The Hound of the Baskervilles.
Yes.
Why were people like Conan Doyle, and particularly Agatha Christie, such an influence?
Because I love storytelling. I love storytelling, and I always loved detectives. When I was a kid, I was the only kid that I knew who knew about Hercule Poirot. They said, what are you going on about this French guy who's... I said, no, he's not French, he's Belgian. and I love storytelling, and I've always loved detective stories, and I still write them, and I still enjoy reading them.
What's Renew Ya Alleluia?
Ya Alleluia is a gospel musical, one of my gospel musicals that I produced. It was the first musical that actually I produced when I came to London. It was in the Theatre Royal Stratford East in 1997, and it's about a family who they get money suddenly in the family, and it changes everybody in the family. And it's some poignant moments, and it's some comedic moments, but overall it's just about life and how people react.
Mr. Teddy is. I know some of you out there don't really know who he is, but around those of us who do. Here you go, Teddy. Would you like to say a few words?
This is totally surprising to me, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart because of what I've been doing for the past 40 years. I've been an artist, and I've been committed to being an artist, and what keeps you there is the belief in what you do and the passion. And I have found no one who does it better than Shelley and Kieran and Rachel and those people who have the passion to bring wonderful shows like I've seen tonight. And again, I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and just keep on doing what you're doing.